do it. But Eisenhower went down to the wire. First round of the playoffs tonight. Already a game that could just as easily be for the Class 5A state championship. 8th-ranked Eisenhower and 10th-ranked Putnam City West at Cameron Stadium. Ike's defense versus West star running back Brad Norman. Eisenhower would score first quarter. That's Dwight McFadden on the sweep left, 4 yards out. Point after was good, 7-0. Eisenhower had the lead. Ike would fumble a punt, and Putnam City West would score. Quick snap here, and the pass from Ben Roos to Terry Hawk. It goes all the way down from the 49 inside the 5-yard line. The very next play, Brad Norman would sweep around right in for the score. However, their point after was no good, and Eisenhower still had the lead 7-6 as they go to the second period. Eisenhower would take a short punt and drive 47 yards, 6 plays. McFadden scoring from 7 yards out. 14-6, Eisenhower had the lead, but on the ensuing kickoff, Putnam City West answers with an impressive drive. They face 4th and 11 from the Eagle 24. Go for it and make it. Roots to Ethan Cairns for a 14-yard gain when they need 11. A first down at the Eisenhower 8-yard line. Next play, it's Norman up the middle. He scores. He'd also had the 2-point conversion to make it a tie game, 14-all. It stayed that way till a minute and a half to go in the game, and Eisenhower scores, and they go on to win it by a count of 28-14. We'll show you how the game ended on Friday Night Football in an hour. Let's check some scores first before we go on for further highlights. Edmond wins over Lawton High, 28-0. Wolverine season comes to a close. Guthrie kicks a field goal with 3 seconds to go and stuns Altus. They are out of the playoffs. Top-ranked team in Class 4A. They hadn't lost a game all year, and they are done. Macarthur wins at El Reno, 38-18. Big win for the Highlanders, as El Reno was number 6 in the state in Class 4A. Carl Albert beats Duncan, 33-6, the final score. In that game, Duncan's season is over. Expected for Carl Albert to win the game. They were ranked 3rd in the state. Class 3A action tonight. In Anadarko, the 8th-ranked Warriors playing Harrah. Figured to be an easy win for the Warriors, and it would be so. Stacy Silverhorn had a great night. Here he is. He'll roll out right, and he'll have Joe Jones making a nice catch in the end zone. The point after was good. Anadarko had the first score of the game, and they would never trail from this point on. 7-0 their lead. Silverhorn will roll right again on the pass. This time he finds Steve Evans, almost the exact same play. Again, the point after is good. 14-0. Anadarko has the lead, but Harrah comes back. Screen pass from Chad Cargill, caught by Eric Bishop. He's got a great wall of blockers, goes right up the middle of the field. Point after is good. 14-7. We've got a game on our hands, but the Warriors come right back. Again, it's a play that you've seen the previous 2 times it scored a touchdown. Silverhorn rolling to his right this time, finds no receivers, goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Point after was blocked, didn't matter. Harrah falls in a big way to Anadarko, 45-7. The Warriors ranked 8th in the state, and they move into round 2. Let's go ahead and check some more scores. Frederick wins over
final games in the smaller classes. Robert Allen has been out in Chopper 4 tonight to cover the action, far and wide indeed. Robert is with us where he ended up this evening in Tulsa. At that big Midwest City, Tulsa, Washington game. But before that, Robert, what was your first stop tonight?
Seminole. I tell you what, it was cold all over the state tonight, but it was especially cold here in Tulsa for the Midwest City Bombers. Their dream season of going back and winning a 2nd straight state championship. They fell short against Tulsa, Washington. But as you mentioned, we started tonight in Seminole. Seminole was fired up to make their way back to the state championship. The Chieftains have won 3, the last one in the 70s. But Anadarko was charged up too. They ran the opening kickoff back to the Seminole 32. Then Brian Orm covered the rest on the first play from scrimmage. Anadarko led 6-0. Sean Snyder, Seminole's quarterback, may not be a scrambler, but he can pass. He hit Shane Tinsley. That set up a field goal, and in the end, it was Seminole coming back to win 26-6. They go on to the state championship. In Tulsa, Mike Gundy was giving brotherly advice to younger brother Cale. Midwest City led.
OU starting tailback Ike
on the PC West Patriots. Important 5A playoff matchup. Eisenhower, first blood, first quarter. Dwight McFadden takes the pitch from Fred Thomas, goes 3 yards for the score, 7-0. Next possession, Joe Brown fields it, heads up field, hit hard, fumble, recovered by the Patriots, Brian Owens. And the fumble will set up West at the Ike 49. Quarterback Ben Roots finds Terry Hawk streaking down the sidelines, takes it all the way down to the 4. Guy by the name of Brad Norman will do the rest, takes it all the way in for the touchdown. The kick was no good, 7-6 Eagles. Ike's not finished. Number 3, Maurice Mayfield gets a lot of yards here on a tough run. And number 1, Dwight McFadden finishes the job with a short TD run at this point, 14-6 Ike. Let's go to the scoreboard, Mick, and see how that one, fumble, late one, PC West loses to Lawton Eisenhower tonight, 28-14. And Muskogee over Enid tonight by a touchdown, 35-28.
Dean, people are always asking me how they can get on Prep Sports Extra. This is a guaranteed way. They know how to get on TV. To the action, Mustang quarterback Rowdy Anthony's going deep. The dark one, number 40, Eric Farman grabs it. They're not going to get him. Mustang leads 7-0 after 1 quarter. And the Mustang cheerleaders show their fans how to cheer.
Cheerleader, Mick. Cheerleader. Singular.
Second quarter,
No S.
Del City's John Huff. He throws. Intercepted by Russell Jones, son of Oklahoma assistant coach Mike Jones. Nice run back here. Mustang is in business. From there, they're going to give the football to Ronnie Hughes. He takes the handoff, breaks into the secondary, gets the first down. The Broncos are moving. Now watch quarterback Rowdy Anthony. He goes back to pass. He throws. To watch Del City's Adrian Paulden. He comes in, doesn't throw. Paulden comes in and makes the play on the quarterback scramble. Let's go to the scoreboard and take a look and see how that one came out. And Mustang defeated Del City tonight, 27-0.
Broken arrow at Stillwater, and it was easy to see that the folks in Stillwater have more than the second-ranked Colorado Buffaloes on their minds tonight. Pioneers taking on Broken Arrow. Pioneers' first score comes early in the first quarter. Junior Dusty Johnson takes the handoff. Turns it into 6 on this nice run up the middle. Stillwater was to score on the next possession. Quarterback Matt Devlin hits Tim Mark Cheatwood here across the middle, off to the races, and he's gone. The extra point's good, and Stillwater is up at the halftime, 14-6. Let's go to the scoreboard and check that final. Stillwater wins tonight at home, 21-9. Ringling, 50. Luther, 0.
And now it's time to take a look at the Bombers.
Midwest City Bombers, of course, undefeated, ranked number 1 in the state and number 4 in the nation, hosted Putnam City North.
But before we go to tonight's highlights, let's flash back to 1983. Midwest City undefeated when they hosted Putnam North and number 24, Damon Stell. Stell leads the Panthers to a shocking win. The field goal here by Todd Hayes is the difference, 17-14, that final.
All right, tonight the Bombers were trying to avoid an upset, Mick.
Let's take a look at tonight's action from Rose Field. Number 1 ranked Midwest City at home. There's quarterback Cale Gundy. Opening kickoff. Panthers senior return man, number 24, not Damon Stell this time, but John Duffy, fields the ball inside his 10, finds daylight on the far side. Is he going to go all the way? Not against the Bombers, he's not. Finally run down from behind. It gives North some early momentum, though. A few plays later, senior quarterback Grant Pitt, watch him go back, throws the pass. The big tight end, Jeremy Gilstrap's got it near the Bomber goal line. It didn't take long to score. Duffy plunges in, and North takes a surprising 6-0 lead. Gundy said, I want a chance. I want a chance. He goes in the game. Second quarter, Bombers might want to think about putting this one in the playbook. Looks like a broken play, but hey, look who's broken. It's Michael Walker. He's wide open, struts into the end zone. The game tied at 6. Now, a little bit later, Gundy gets his team in the lead. Watch this pass here to Jason Blassingame. A strike across the field. End zone, 12-6. Let's go to the final. No upset here. Midwest City over Putnam North, 34-22. And Weatherford dropped a bomb on Pauls Valley, 50-18.
Mick, my day was at last weekend's game. Yeah, there they are, Lawton and Edmond. About as friendly as these two teams. Edmond quarterback Jason Allen hits Dan Robinson. Pitches to number 34, Willis Brown. Hook and lateral play. Brown will score. Love the play. 14-0. Edmond. Lawton's Jimmy Cheek rolls out. Pass is picked off by linebacker Wayne Story. He'll pick up a few yards before going down. That leads to this touchdown pass from Jason Allen to Tyler Williams. Edmond will not be done yet. Willis Brown scores his second touchdown as Edmond wins it. Let's go to the score. They advance to the second round of the playoffs, 28-0. And Tulsa, Washington over Tulsa Memorial, 10-7.
All right, let's stay with the scoreboard. And we see that Carl Albert defeated Duncan tonight, 32-6. And Guthrie beat Altus by a score of 10-7.
And we've got more to come for you on Prep Sports Extra.
We got more highlights, more scores, and all the all-important 5 Alive Top 5.
The first of the shots from Sky 5 tonight. They were Rush Springs to see the Redskins take on the Marietta Indians. Let's pick it up third quarter. Marietta's Jeremy Heigl takes this pass from quarterback Chad Coble, and he'll head down the sideline, steps out of bounds. The Indians trying to make up a 21-6 deficit. Redskins Chris White and Country Beard making the stop and hold the
That's his name.
Country Beard, I love it. Marietta tries again with this strike to number 10. This isn't rehearsed. Tim Brown for a long gain. Looks like they'll score. but Rush Springs' Kyle Foster tips the pass. It comes down to linebacker Harley Rhymes, who runs it in the interception. All right, the Redskins put the game away with his 3-yarder scampered by Tim Beard. Now it's 28-6 Rush Springs, or it was then. Let's see what it is now. Yeah, there it is, 28-6, doing flips over there. 28-6, Rush Springs wins, and Foyle over Kremlin, big, 52-6.
Heritage Hall of Watonga, and Watonga, ranked number 2 in the 5 Alive Top 5, comes out looking fired up.
You're fired
First
up, Mick.
quarter, Derek Swan back to pass. He finds Earl Hatfield, and Earl's going to go all the way. 7-0 Eagles. Heritage Hall back to punt. Bad snap. Oh. Weak kick off the side, and Watonga falls on it. Now, 2 plays later.
They're short of players at Heritage. Only have 34, I think.
Well, I don't think it would matter tonight. Watonga is loaded. Todd Benwace goes 10 yards there for the score. 14-0. Second quarter, Gabe Bender, Heritage Hall back to pass. Find Watonga's Todd Benway. The interception. Watonga set up again, and then Swan returns the favor when he can't handle the snap, and that gives the Chargers a chance. Watch here. Bender will find Jason Pageant from 10 yards out. It's a Heritage Hall touchdown. Let's go to the scoreboard. And that touchdown, the first scored on Watonga this year. Did you hear that? This year. 41-6. Watonga over Heritage Hall. Alva over Chandler, 21-7.
Good one here. Fairview at Jones. I'm sorry, this referee here all pumped up about the Jones-Fairview playoff game. Late in the second quarter, Jones quarterback Jeremy Chase passes to 88. Billy Friesen to set up this 6-yard touchdown run by number 30, Tim Testerman. 21-0 at this point. Third quarter action. We pick it up, number 11, Chase throws this 14-yard pass to number 29, Chad Ellerick. 28-0 Longhorns at this point. Let's go to the scoreboard, and we see that Jones, a big winner over Fairview, 35-6. Pioneer doubles Copan tonight, 28-14.
All right, Beaver at Crescent, 10-0 Crescent Tigers hosting 5-5 Beaver first round playoff action. Now the Tigers will score first to go ahead 7-0. However, the Dusters come back in the second after a Todd Patman fumble. Greg Atkins will score from 5 yards out. Quarterback Mark Reddick adds the 2-point conversion. Beaver in front 8-7 at the half. Let's go to the score. Don't know how Wally did, but Beaver got beat 19-14 by Crescent, and Waurika over Wellston 52-7.
Where is Eddie Haskell when you need him? Meritt at Oklahoma Christian tonight. The Christian school supporters there relaxing on the hill, enjoying the game. The fourth quarter, Meritt quarterback Billy Jones gives to Darren Craig for a short gain. Next play, J.L. Gibbons catches the pass for 6. That cuts the St. lead to 52-28, and the final score in that one, 59-36. Cash in a winner over Yarborough tonight, 41-21.
Lawton Mac at El Reno. El Reno cheerleaders raring to go in western Oklahoma. However, Lawton Macarthur will strike first. Quarterback Anthony Loud breaks through the line on a keeper. Look at this guy go, Dean. He's going to go all the way, and the Highlanders lead it 7-0. Okay, Lawton Mac will score again. Chris Burke goes in for the touchdown, and that makes it 14-0. El Reno gets on the board when who else? Chucky Sanders, try and stop this guy. Turns the corner, misses, makes that guy miss him down the sidelines. Did the ref knock him down? Yeah. Chucky gets all the way into the end zone. Chucky last year was one of our 5 Alive athletes of the week. In fact, he had the best run I thought we had all season long on Prep Sports Extra last year. Lawton Mac, though, eliminated his season tonight, 38-18. Kansas defeated Newkirk by a final of 20-12. And if you missed any scores, we'll be repeating all of them at the end of the show using date of birth.